I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back!
Milo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them there were demons stalking the dark.
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the Gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, He helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people. Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body. The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand.
Hey, excuse me.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just...
Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast. A corpse lay propped against a rock. A corpse lay propped against a rock. I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had. I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had. I needed to check out that body. It was the only clue I had. There were few things that would scare gangs, and a crowbar was not one of them. I would need to find another solution. The girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City. I was back. Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes. So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere
Everything? That sounds very...
for the convenience of all. And word to the wise, no U-chip, no access. So go register.
What exactly is a...
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip. The immigration terminal is the correct route is indicated by these signs.
Can you help me find a...
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
How do I get to...
The terminal is at the correct route is in... As soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe...
A vehicle? Well, this... So, you're...
Right. I need to find a...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
Bye for now.
Pleasure. How can I be of assistance?
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant.
Ouch! A U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Authorized citizen ID required.
I'd learned to think twice before just slapping my hand on something. The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it, too. Sir, excuse me.
Whatever you're selling,
No, I'm not selling.
a light list. Name's Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
What do you do?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cup.
So you're trying to get in this...
Abso-bloomin' Trying being the operative word.
I take it
It's got my name on it, don't it?
your name is... W?
Well,
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
until I get the old boy back up and running, old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
Your truck's power cell...
Aye, Emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. Trying to keep the mini-case cool in this heat empty... I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blend. Anyway, 13.7 volts drain, and they still haven't fixed that blooming...
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone competent, I mean.
So, your truck is full of...
You betcha. Mini-K. Bet. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special...
Ritual?
Aye. Step 1, give the... Step 2, Step 3, pull...
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
I'm looking for...
Well, mate, this is a...
No, I'm looking for a...
But Brucey, all he needs is his power...
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4...
A vehicle with legs?
I saw what I saw.
You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here.
Any vehicles come through here? Specifically, the 4...
Only thing's been through here recently, a bird's bad...
See, I've been following these tracks, but about a...
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
The doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked. Jammed. Oh, and I'm all out.
So how can I get...
Didn't you listen? It... First, then.
A jig...
Aye.
Pretty tech...
Have to move with the times, pal.
Listen, you haven't seen a child... No.
Oh, have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
Mind if I take a look at the power cell?
Hobsworth has it. Told me it...
Great.
About 1 million. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
So all you need to get into the...
Land snakes alive, yes. Up.
No, I got it. I'll leave you be.
I'm fine.
My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them. There was an empty space where the power cell should have been. There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the... I reminded myself of the collective noun. A murder. Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck. I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. Excuse me. Hello?
You! You're the guy in the...
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my...
Lost your what?
Do you realize how much potential...
Honestly, I have no...
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
What were you doing out there?
Mister, are you looking to trade something?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tick, get... That's what I do. I collect stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve... It'll be a while before I can make proper trades again.
What's a deed?
My deed, man. DTT.
What's the deed for?
Duh. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen... You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Tell me about this.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap them. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
What were you doing out there?
I told... Only now, Big Steve has my deed and, ipso facto, the ID.
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with a beak full of my deet.
So are you digging that?
What? No. I cloned his ID data.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't...
For a price?
Yeah.
What do you trade?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from... Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got... But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside...
My most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deet, that is.
Did you see a strange vehicle?
Strange? You mean like that?
No, this one...
Not seen anything like that.
I'm not
Sure you're not.
I'm looking for a boy named Milo.
I'm absolutely sure Now, stop asking.
That's all for now.
Anytime. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal.
Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid. What's wrong with the...
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety. Then he dropped the chain on his foot.
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math and I can even lift my sister.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
Did a vehicle come...
Maybe. How
Like 2...
Oh, then... But wait. 2 nights ago, my brother, Vauxhall, he saw this giant...
What kind of...
Like a totally huge...
Huge...
I mean, Vauxhall says it's totally huge.
Well...
I don't know what to believe.
What's this about a...
Right, so my brother Vauxhall and we have been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so yeah...
The giant...
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how...
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
This vehicle.
Vehicles don't have legs, though.
This one did. Your brother saw a monster, right?
Yeah, that it was a giant daddy longleg.
No. That's your brother...
A very small daddy longlegs, but...
No.
I caught a daddy longlegs once. What was your question?
Who's
My brother.
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly. Real question is, will he talk to you? Won't speak to nobody?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Nuh-uh. You gotta... I don't know if I can trust you right now.
I'm looking for a boy about your age named...
You're asking the right guy. I remember
Yeah? How many...
Like, how recently we took...
Sometime over the past...
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
Your roundabout probably has a chain...
Yeah, and that reason is Can you fix it?
See you around.
Call it if you need...
It was stuck. A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground. It was stuck.
Yes, okay, let's go. Push me.
Hey, me again.
Wanna push me on this way?
Maybe later.
Oh,
What's wrong with Va?
like, why is he...
Yeah.
I told you, man.
Will you tell me where your brother is? Maybe we can help each other out.
Maybe. He's hiding in a bench in the garden. I told him I wouldn't tell no one, but you seem okay.
Listen, about...
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
See you around.
Call it if you need anything.
A makeshift workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old, deflated tires. Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap. It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention. There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence?
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audio-visual Union City fact file. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom. Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your...
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker. Hello, Voxel.
Shh. What?
My name is Foster. I've just got a... I wanted to ask you if you've seen...
How do you know about the monster?
Your brother, Pixel.
Stupid. Go away.
Me again.
Hi.
Voxel, truth is, I'm a monster hunter. I've been trapped. I think he came through here. And I'm looking for someone... Can you describe...
It was big and beastie, and it eats children, and I could hear...
Slow down. One thing...
It was like a giant...
A giant dog? That's... Did you see any...
No, but I heard kids...
And where did it go?
It sneaked off into the city. After that, I got in here.
You've been in here for 2...
Still alive, aren't I?
Any ideas on...
People go in and out of the main... Are you gonna go in there and...
Sure am. That's what... Then I'm gonna bring Milo...
You will?
Thanks.
A firecracker. I was gonna use... But you can have it.
What do I do?
I don't know. Throw... But cover your ears.
Did you say you heard kids crying?
I think so. Sure sounded like that.
Do you know how I can get in?
I already said. You need to get across the river and through the big doors.
Bye.
Hey, you... I'm kinda...
I could keep an eye.
Mr. Hopsworth sometimes lets me have... He doesn't usually...
Ah, understood. Voxel's giant dog sounded a lot like the stalker that had taken Milo. Now I was sure that the stalker had entered the city. There had to be a way in through the main gates. Right. Hit the bumper. These were not my best moves. Me again.
Hi.
What's this
Mr. Hopsworth always brings sandwiches from the city. He's usually got 1 or 2 in his hut.
Should I ask Mr. Hopsworth if he wants...
No, don't do that. He likes sharing best when he doesn't know about it.
Bye. Hey, Wendell.
Managed to get those doors up.
Just about.
Did you, do...
Sure did.
That's right. Although, here's a funny... But it always seems to... Anyway, what can I do for you?
Any ideas on how I... Great.
A truck?
What?
No, not like mine. That being said, you won't even get across... Citizen's ID gets you all the way... I've got ID, all right. But my... Long story short, I could drive in. If I could drive in.
Do you need a vehicle to get into the city?
You do, but I don't. What I do need...
And you can't just...
Are you mad? There's guns guarding them main gates, and they'd make mincemeat out of you, Sonny Jim.
Be seeing you.
Aye.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. My name is Greta. It is my duty. How may I help you today?
I need to get it.
Easily done, sir. Just drive your vehicle across the bridge.
My vehicle?
Yes, your vehicle.
What if I don't?
Well, you're about 5 years too late. Freight only, I'm afraid. Anything else I can help with today?
So I need a vehicle.
At this vehicle entrance?
Don't seem to be many vehicles going...
How very...
Thank you. Quiet time.
Very. There was a delivery scheduled a couple of days ago, but it hasn't come through.
So is Joey still running things?
He was, until just...
That doesn't sound good. Oh,
Not at all, sir. Joey the Savior was a great leader.
good to hear it. I happen to be an old...
Oh, we're all friends of Joey, sir. Gone but not forgotten.
How do I get across?
Just drive your vehicle to the bridge, and the auto...
And if I...
Pedestrians are required to make all... Anything else I can do for you, sir?
This...
It allows you to interact with all... as well as storing all your personal information.
Sounds kinda...
We prefer the word transformative, sir.
A child has been kid...
From your Was the child a registered...
No, his name is...
Polite apology, Minos...
I was...
And isn't hope a wonderful thing? In the meantime, do you have any other queries?
Have a nice...
In Union City, sir.
He was a scruffy-looking technician. Excuse me?
Oh, hello.
What's up with your bollard? Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. This mechanism's a teeny bit more...
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty...
Sorry, gotta get back to this bollard.
One of the posts was jammed. I called upon my extensive background in engineering.
Hey! It's working! Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, council sure is shining. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? You see, I'm the diagnostic. Name's Hobsworth. What can I do for you?
This may sound like a stupid question, but...
Well, first thing would be... If you got a valid ID, and just scan your U-chip.
Valid for what?
Now, that is the You need a vehicle to get through the... If you have transport clearance, you just drive up, scan your ID, and roll right onto the elevator down to the cargo bay.
Tell me about...
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by...
Joey and I go way...
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent. Does that sound like...
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend. How are things going?
It's...
But how long until it's...
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
Hey, have you by any chance...
Where's the little dude headed?
Oh no. Snatched from his village.
Oh, right. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get...
Excuse me?
Well, great, I'll bet. By the way, just so you know...
Yes, of course, no problem. I'm looking for a vehicle.
What kind of vehicle?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has...
Legs? Whoa, that doesn't sound... And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
See you around, Hobbs.
Oh, before I forget, let me thank you properly.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks.
Keep a smile on...
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Error. Insufficient permission. Citizen ID required.
How's it going?
Can't complain. Not like it.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
You sure you haven't seen any vehicles?
Those land trains. Nothing down here, though.
Be seeing you.
Aye.
Authorized citizen ID required.
I'd learn to think twice before just slapping my hand on something. Got something for you, Hobbs.
Is that one of those meaty whatsits from the nice side?
You bet it is.
Oh, I'm not a...
How can I help?
Excuse me.
Greetings.
Say that again.
Registered.
Thanks. Wasn't so hard, was it? Bye for now.
With great...
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
How can I help?
Hobbsworth?
Ah, hello again, stranger.
Any updates on...
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
So what's your deal?
And
what exactly...
I find prop...
And fix...
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
It's really...
Why?
Because it kidnapped a child.
Well, that's a gap for you.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been...
Nah, if it's missing children you're looking for,
Authorized citizen ID required.
Me again.
Hi.
Thanks, Voxel. Hi.
Hi again.
I spoke to Voxel.
You what?
I think his monster is the vehicle.
Good for you. So you told him the won't be seeing him anytime soon. Nice one, Super Dad.
Any idea who's...
Dunno. Just some...
How do you know?
'Cause I got the citizen's ID from his U-chip. Duh.
I got a U-chip with a temporary ID.
Good for you.
Can I get into the...
No.
Break that down for...
No, a temp ID is so they can keep track of you around here. Won't. Yes, I could deet that corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
Voxel's a...
Watch your mouth.
Pixel told me.
Mate, I don't know you don't know me. Stop asking questions, finish your business. Meanwhile, where's Pixel? Me and him need to have some words about stranger danger.
Any ideas?
You got one of them
Yeah, just got one from the terminal.
That one's no good. They've given you a cheap temp ID, so the droid... Bridge only opens for citizens. Soz, mate.
See you around.
Bye now.
Ember's deed had a citizen ID stored on it. A sand pit. In the desert. The irony sure wasn't lost on me. Hey, Pix.
What do you need, mister?
Do you know how...
Oh, if I knew that, would I be living in this car park?
What do you do?
Well, me and my brother and my sister usually live in a but it's like so boring there.
I can see why. You sure you haven't...
Nope, definitely.
What about anything...
Suspicious? Tall, wearing a big...
I see.
And his name was Fossil!
I got the joke, kid. See you around.
Okay.
can I help?
How about a delicious mini-cave?
I heard that before. Not it.
Hey, Ember.
Hi again.
Thanks, Ember.
Bye now.
Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them. Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them. The gang was too distracted. Come on, big fella. The gang was too distracted. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. Hey, Hobbs.
Hey, what can I do for you?
See you around.
Keep it small.
Hi again.
I've just seen Big Steve.
Thanks a bunch. I hope it rips his...
No, I mean, he's still got...
Well, that's something. Not sure what, but it's something.
Catch you later.
Peace.
Hey,
Wanna push?
maybe later.
Oh,
Bye.
call it if you need.
Hey, Wendell.
Morning, son. Or afternoon. I lose track.
Want one of these min...
Oh,
I thought you...
of course I...
What?
Don't get high on your own.
Sorry?
No scoffage.
Oh, I see. Suit yourself. I'll leave you be.
I'm fine with that.
Come on, big fella. The bird's beak looked especially vicious. Come on, big fella. Come on, big fella. Guess what I found?
A lot of nerve coming back here.
Nope. This.
What? My deed? I'll have that.
Sure, but how about I give you the deed in exchange for the citizen ID that's on it?
The deed for the ID, but
You wouldn't have it back if it weren't for me.
it wouldn't have been stolen if it weren't for you.
So we're even.
I suppose.
Excellent.
Have you got a U-chip?
Yes, my hand.
Right then, let's get this over with. Pass me back my... I'll need to hook the deed up to my work.
Hey, Ember.
You ready to do that?
I'm not entirely sure.
You want that citizen's ID, right?
Yeah. What do...
Cool. Just place your hand flat on the... over here on my workbench.
Like this?
Yeah, good enough. Let me just line up the laser. Oi, keep your hand still or you'll lose it.
Is this gonna hurt?
No more than getting the chip installed in the first place. Right, just transferring the ID now. You may feel a slight pinch. What was that?
That wasn't supposed to happen?
There it is again. Must be... nothing. It must be nothing. Looks like his name was Graham. A fine, upstanding citizen.
Graham. Got it.
Good luck, citizen Graham.
At last I had a citizen ID. I hoped that this was going to be my key to getting into the city. Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. One step forward, 2 steps back. I had a citizen ID, but my outdated U-chip firmware wasn't going to play nice with more modern devices. It looked like some sort of scanning device. The power cell was completely wrecked. The power cell was completely wrecked. The console seemed specialized. Hey, Hobbs.
Hey, what can I do for ya?
Wendell's power cell wasn't looking...
Oh man, you saw, huh? I don't think...
Not conventionally.
Listen, don't tell Wendell. I'll fix it.
Any updates on when...
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
How can I get...
Good luck.
I knew I... See you around, Hobbs.
Keep a smile on your face.
Hey, Wendell.
Hello, stranger. How goes the battle?
I'll leave you be.
I'm fine.
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out. Me again.
Hi.
Food deli-
Oh, yes. One of Hobbs. Do you want my
You eat them. Warriors need their strength. Thanks, Voxel. Hi.
Hi again.
Thanks, Em.
Bye now.
Error. UChip firmware outdated. Authority for vehicular access denied.
The firmware on my U-chip was out of date. I realized that I'd been sold a dud by Ember. Hey, Wen.
Morning, son. Or afternoon.
I'll be back.
I'll be...
My crowbar could do plenty of things, but powering a truck was not one of them. The U-chip I'd been given here now contained this Graham guy's ID. The power cell was completely wrecked.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
The machine ejected a garish, beclowned can of soda labeled Spankles.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos. Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
Citizen Graham, you are present at the scene of an active...
I was going to have to get used to...
Please remain calm. Do you have any information on the cause of the alarm?
I think he said his name.
I shall investigate. Please do not approach...
Yeah,
Union City will take it from here. How can I help?
do you drink...
Droids do not require
Right.
protocol, purpose, and a
Excuse...
Greeting. Your body mass index is looking lower.
And I feel great, like a...
Negative. You are still... How can I be of assistance?
Bye for now.
Have a really...
Hi.
Hi again.
There's a problem with this ID you gave. I tried the bridge, but it wouldn't let... Apparently my
Oh, right. They had to replace the... Must be running on new firmware. Much newer than the crappy U-chips from that...
What happened to the old hand scan?
No idea. Why would you even ask that?
Either way, the I...
Hey, listen, guy. The ID... It's your U-chip that's the problem. It's off...
Well, have you got any newer...
Nuh-uh. That U-chip is in you now. You'll need to run an update, but my guess is you...
And without the update, I can't get across. I appear to be at...
Yikes. Well, that ain't good. Could maybe hack the bridge, but never mind. Forget I said anything.
Did you say...
Okay. So you know how everything here runs on...
Minos? Surely that's not...
That's right. When they upgraded, they dumped the old link tech. Smart shoes, smart toaster, smart light bulb. Minos makes everything smart. Anyway, you know how Hobbsworth is always pointing his
Yeah?
That's his Minos. Minos scanners let guys without any smarts figure out. Old Hobbsworth has all kinds of safeguards so he can't... But with a few modifications...
Can you do more than just diagnose Minos machines?
Much more.
Could I borrow your... Is that a no? Could I maybe trade you something? Okay, so if you won't trade me for that, hacker...
For a price, and a whole lot of ink.
What do you mean?
For starters, you need one of... You get me one of them, and then...
You mean this thing?
Oh, you found one already?
It was just lying around in...
He really should be more careful. Let's see what else you've got in that bag that might be worth my time, trouble, and effort.
How about it?
Already had like 4 today, mate. Spankle.
And probably less...
Hey, anything that makes your tongue glow in the dark can't be bad for you. It's science.
How about a delicious mini...
I heard that before. Not interested.
This scanner?
That just turns into the hacker. What are you giving me to do that?
Oh, right. I don't know if you can use this.
Okay, creepy. Whoa. Okay, this is some
So it's a deal then. You'll hack this...
You betcha. Meet me at my workbench when you're ready. All right, 1 Ember grade.
Thanks. So how do I use...
You activate scan.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, well, that's the easy part. Now follow me. This is how I find hidden systems. They're all over the place. There you go. One just popped into range. Right, so this here is a diagnostic view of Minos.
Looks like it runs the vending machine.
No kidding. See those task nodes? The darker ones?
Yeah?
Well, unlike Hobbsy's little vanilla scanner, my hacker can swap them round. So let's see how smart you are. Want to give me an infinite supply of spankles? You did it! You're smarter than you look. Okay, apply the hack and you'll be good to go. All right, mate. Figure the rest out yourself. Oh, and try not to do anything too stupid, eh?
Warning. This entrance is strictly vehicle only. All pedestrians...
Those guns look like they meant business.
Excuse me?
Citizen Graham, you are not authorized.
I just wanted to ask...
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids are programmed to ask questions, not answer them.
You're not like that up...
You mean 2CU, Tim Pop voice box?
And you're a...
Better, older, tough. Underneath this steel skin lies the beating.
Wow.
Old tech, you see. Whereas that flying volleyballer. But me, I can go all night long.
What's...
A corridor.
And...
The city.
Okay.
You don't.
Why not?
Because you are a...
But they... Oh...
Yes, because it is a vehicle entrance.
Have you seen a
Gaplander or city?
Gaplander.
All Gatlanders look the...
He's quite young.
Repeat, all Gatlanders look the same to me.
You mentioned...
Correct. I run off...
Really?
It would fit in.
Like that truck?
Might do. Looks old enough.
Thanks.
Bye.
Piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium. The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system.
Unacceptable cargo detected. 4Y argument has been alerted to solve the problem.
Updated scrap pile! I am the unacceptable cargo! Let me down! You're risking the future of all the little cans!
I had a charged power cell. Lights flickered on. Wendell's truck had power, and with it, I had my ticket into the city. With the power cell replaced, the truck was good to go. How's thing?
You know, same car park, different day.
I fitted your truck with a
You did? Then we...
Hey, any chance of a lift?
Typical. No one ever does anything.
I just figured...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me neck bursts. I've lost enough business already.